Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. My name is Nick Santiago. Today is February 17, 2015. Thank you all for tuning in. So we're going to start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see the futures here have really been on a roller coaster ride overnight. You can see the futures around 3 o'clock in the morning. We're trading all the way down here below the 2082 level. Then they shot up to around 2092, and now they're starting to pull back a little bit more. If you take a look at a dollar-yen chart, you're going to see a very, very similar type pattern. Dollar-yen moves lower, stock market moves lower. Keep that on the radar. That's really the way you want to gauge it at this point in time. Either way you look at it, it looks like there's problems coming out of Greece today. Last week, everything was great. They were singing Kumbaya. Greece was going to be part of the Eurozone. Today, people are saying, hey, it's not going to happen. Greece looks like there's a fair chance they could leave the Eurozone. So you're going to get this type of action back and forth. I think it would last probably a few more weeks before we get any resolution out of the European Central Bank in Greece. We'll see if they're going to remain part of the European Union or they're going to leave. We'll see how it plays out. I have no idea how it's going to happen, or what's going to happen, I should say, but we'll watch the charts and we'll see what the charts tell us. In the meantime, a lot of stocks in the news today, and this is what you really want to concern yourself with. The chat room has been on fire. For those of you that have not taken a 7-day free trial, come on over to In the Money Stocks. Take a 7-day free trial. See everything that we're doing in the morning. Today we're going to start off with Goodyear Tire. Goodyear Tire is spiking higher here. The stock was trading at around $25.91 on the close on Friday. Today it's trading just a hair above 27 right now. We're going to give this one the upside bias to probably around 27.80, possibly even 28.80. So if you own this stock, I would just trail the stop loss. Do not short it just yet. This thing might have a little bit more to go depending on the market conditions today. So again, two levels of resistance, 27.80 and then 28.80. Where I would play this, if you own it, you trail your stop loss. If you don't own it, do not be a buyer up here at these levels. Let's take a look at Waste Management. They're in the news today as well. I think they had earnings or something of that nature. You can check out the news for yourself. Either way, the stock is trading up around 52.70 right here. Closed at 51.29. I'm going to give the stock the upside bias from here. This is a stock that really doesn't have a lot of resistance on the daily chart until around 56 bucks. I'm not saying it's going to get there today, but ultimately it's still in good shape. It's still in an uptrend. It can continue to move higher. If you own Waste Management here, trail the stop loss. If not, the only way to play it is to wait for an intraday pullback pattern. Let's take a look at IHG, which is International Hotels Group. The stock is trading lower. It's trading around $38.07. It closed at $41.33. So right around this level here, you do have some intraday support. But a level where you could look to get long this name, in my opinion, would be $35.75. So it needs to fall a little bit further, a few more points. Gets down to $35.75. That's a level where you can own this. We'll be looking at this during the intraday stock chat room. Today, if you want to come over to the trading room, take a 7-day free trial. You'll see everything that we're doing. Now, there's going to be a lot of upgrades and downgrades this week. This is the week of options expiration. Options expiration this week is on Friday the 20th. So again, you're going to get a lot of upgrades, a lot of downgrades. That's what we're seeing. You're getting a lot of rumors out there this week. Most of them are not going to be true. Maybe some of them will be, but just be prepared for a lot of noise, a lot of activity just coming out of a lot of talking heads. So just be prepared for that. This is the week where institutions play a lot of games with the retail options trader. So just be aware of that. One stock that's in the news today is Nordstrom. I believe they got downgraded. JWN is the ticker symbol. And you see Nordstrom right now is trading at $78.35. It closed at $79.41. A level I have for Nordstrom on the long side would be $76.15. If stock gets down to $76.15, that's a spot where you could step in and own Nordstrom. Looks like Transocean, the CEO, stepped down. Stock was also downgraded, I believe, by somebody to $6 a share. Right now it's trading at $19.10. Be very, very careful with Transocean. The stock either way looks very, very vulnerable up here. It already made a nice, big move off the lows just in the middle of the month of January. It was trading at $15. and just a few days ago it went up over 20. Now it's at 1905. I don't love the equity at this stage of the game, so be careful with it, and it did receive a downgrade today. Let's take a look at Medtronic, MDT. I believe they had earnings today. Stock is trading at $77.10, closed at $75.26. It is overbought already, so it may go a little bit higher. This is one where you just try your stop loss. Not much you could do with it here. If it comes down and gives us a pattern intraday, we'll take a little closer look at it. But either way, this is a stock right now that we're not going to do a lot with before the opening bell, but we'll keep it on the radar. Next one we're going to look at is LEA, which is Lear. This stock's in the news right now. It's trading at around 108.40. You can check out the news for yourself. I'm not really sure what the news was on this one. But again, I believe it was an upgrade or a downgrade, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I take that back. They did raise their dividend and increase their stock purchase. So again, this has a chance to move higher. I'm just trying to find out where it could go. And I would say probably 112 it would be the maximum for Lear. So if you own it, trail the stop loss. That's the best way to play it. Let's take a look at FDP, which is Fresh Del Monte Foods, and what you're going to see here is that the stock closed at $34. It's now trading at $34.50. Again, has a ton of resistance around $35.10, $35.20, so I wouldn't expect all that much upside, but give it the upside bias till then, and then we'll see how it plays out. Again, this is options expiration on Friday. You're going to get a lot of upgrades, a lot of downgrades this week. You want to be aware of it. Just take it in stride, take it slow and steady. That's ultimately what's going to win the race this week. Again, we have the Greek news in play. You also have the ceasefire in London and the Ukraine. I mean, in Ukraine and Russia, I believe that has been broken. So just realize that things are starting to unravel a little bit. We want to see how this market plays out, though. That's what's most important. All right, let's take a look at the gold market today. Gold is trading down $4.50. Not a big drop by any means. Right now, gold futures are at $1,222.90 an ounce. Let's take a look at the GLD, which is trading at around 117.45. Again, I still think that gold needs to consolidate a little bit, but it will be, somewhat choppy this week. Excuse me, due to the options expiration. And we'll take that in stride. We'll see how it plays out. If you're looking at crude oil today, it was trading positive earlier. It is now down 11 cents to $52.67 a barrel. Not really that big a deal. If you take a look at the USO, you'll see that that was higher earlier. Now trading around 19.65 a share. Again, the USO is a good way to play light sweet crude if you don't have a futures account. But either way, this is coming under a little bit of pressure, and I think traders still want to be careful here with crude. Again, you have to take a look at the U.S. dollar every day. You got to watch the dollar closely. Dollar activity will tell you more. And if you're following the stock market, you want to follow the dollar yen. Dollar yen goes down, generally the stock market goes down. All right, let's take the market's pulse one more time. You're going to see that the S&P 500 E-mini futures are trading down by about 5 points. Either way, it's right around that 2088, 88.75 per contract level. So regardless of what the markets do, they think can change rather quickly off of any geopolitical news event, so be aware of that. It's also options expiration, so you're going to get a lot of game playing by the institutions. Come on over, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. We've been knocking the ball off the cover off the ball, so to speak, lately, and we're looking to continue to do that. As long as we got volatility, we have opportunity, we have trade. So come on over, take a 7-day free trial, and you'll see everything that we're doing in there. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts.